17 years ago, the brutality of terrorism hit London. Attacks in Brussels in 2016 beckoned in a wave of deadly violence across Europe. And in Manchester, a year later, children were targeted. But as the country remembered, survivors could never forget.
My eyes have opened up to things that, personally, I don't think a 12-year-old should have, been thinking about.
These 6 people share the trauma of terror that's brought them together in a call for more support.
We carry the whole nation's sufferings. My own loss is amplified because everyone is feeling the same thing. So you have a disparity in a way between politicians coming out and saying we're standing shoulder to shoulder with victims, we're making sure they get the help, this is an attack on all of us, and then when you actually reach out to get the help, it is above and beyond. It's going to your doctor and being told you are going to join a 12-month waiting list.
It frustrates me as a GP, I've worked in the NHS for 30 years, that kind of thing isn't recognised.
Today, these survivors, along with dozens more, are calling for a centralised register of terror attack survivors resident in the UK. Guaranteed access to support services, including mental health treatment, within 6 weeks of an attack. And permanent regional hubs across the UK to provide both instant and long-term care following a terror attack.
It's so incredibly important for young people. I mean, within the Manchester Arena attacks, so that includes thousands of young people who were triaged brilliantly, but all they could do was pass us on to the existing services that were already struggling.
After the actual attack, a few days after, we went to our GP and she basically just said, oh, you'll be fine. I don't know, just trying to deal with it when I couldn't process it myself. I still needed someone to give me a path.
How would you describe what terrorists took from your lives?
We lost Martin and we would give everything to go back and have him back. But I have to focus on the positive. Felt love and I've met lots of amazing people. So I see it that Martin was able to give a lot to the world.
There's nothing that the regular Joe on the street can do to prepare for something like this, but that is why we need to have this sort of specialist training in place for people to provide that support where required before it's required, because once an attack's already happened, it's too late.
And too many lives changed forever, something the government says it is helping with through funding and support services, but too often it's the kindness of community that helps ease the pain for those left behind. Sangeeta Lal, News at 10.